I don't know what you be doing behind the scenes, but a lot of the gay dudes seem like they don't like you. What's up, y'all? It's your girl. I am Kaya. I'm back with another review. I'm here to talk to you guys about Now That's TV's Love and War episode 2. The season, like, it's a typical Now That's TV show, you know, a whole bunch of fucking arguing and fighting. It's like, when are we gonna get to the real? Because I know on this show, we know Tasha K is coming soon. We ain't seen her yet, and they still in that same spot. Everything is still on the same day, and they just cannot get these people to calm the fuck down. But I will say, I was thoroughly entertained. I'm still fucking pissed off Now That's TV. Get the fucking sound right. Because when Kilo Sway was in his confessional, I could barely hear what the fuck he was talking about. And that's one of the bosses. So, I don't know what is going on. But I'm about to give you guys my thoughts on it right now. Okay, so basically the episode starts out where it ended last week with all the chaos of them trying to like calm everybody down because they had that big brawl between Cassie and Mac, you know, where Cassie got the pool stick and started beating Mac over the head with it. So that happens. So all this is going on. They're trying to calm the situation down. Landon is still trying to get at Ant, and then like they're trying to keep them separated and all that kind of shit. So then we get to a scene where Landon is in his confessional. He's talking about how Shamar comes up and addresses D. Scott because now I'm not familiar with their beef. So apparently D. Scott and Shamar had some beef where D. Scott like ran up on him or something like that on another show, and Shamar is trying to figure out like what's the beef. And then Landon is like in his confessional. Now Landon, you know he was wrong by calling Shamar a twisted body bitch.
So here come this twisted body ass bitch Shamar coming over here asking D. Scott, oh, why you was trying to fight me at Zodiac House versus Playboys? What's your problem with me? All twisted up and shit, getting on my motherfucking nerves.
You not do that, Landon. Why you do Shamar like that? But yeah, but Landon's basically saying, Shamar, like, you can't like be aggressive and come up to us and like saying that you want to fight somebody like D. Scott, everybody on this cast, because Shamar, you are I don't know how to say it without sounding so insensitive. You're very challenged looking, to say the least. And if somebody was to put their hands on you and fight you, then people would say that that person is wrong and start like calling them out their names. So I think that's where Landon was coming from. But Landon, it came off you being very shaded towards Shamar. Like, come on. But I ain't gonna lie, when he said that, I spit my water out. I literally was drinking something and I spit that shit out because I was like, why did you have to say that about Shamar? But yeah, so yeah, they're constantly going back and forth and all that kind of stuff. So that's what's going on inside. So we go to like the rooms and like the back area and everything. And Kashi is going off because he's mad. He says, I thought this was supposed to be a love show. Like, why is everyone come over here fighting? It's like, do you not know what fucking network you on? That's the thing that got me up with this episode with everybody talking about some, like, why y'all let them do this, that. Do y'all not know what network y'all on? Y'all on Now That's TV. It's gonna always be some fight. Yeah, they said it's gonna be a love show like they did with Greek Life. We thought it was supposed to be a challenge show. And y'all were doing nothing but fighting on there. We barely got any challenges on that show. So what y'all expect something different on this show? Just because there was some couples on here? And everything. So yeah, Kashi's like going off on the producers and he got Zoe mad. Like, you get Zoe mad, you really the fucked up, because he's like one of the chill ones. You know what I'm saying? So Kashi and them, they're yelling at him saying like, y'all want this happening. Like, y'all messy, y'all this and that. Well, yeah, they messy. They have to, they're producers. They got to put on a show. So yeah, that's all. That's what's going on. And Kashi, the thing is, I don't understand, like, Kashi is very disrespectful. Like, I understand him being upset, but like, this ain't the first show he's been on where he's been disrespectful towards producers. So I don't understand why the fuck Now This TV y'all keep bringing him back. Because if he is going to be disrespectful y'all and keeps yelling at y'all and getting aggressive y'all, why would you want to work with somebody like that? Why do you want to keep paying somebody like that? Like, does he really bring in that kind of money for y'all to be doing that? And I can only think the only reason why they brought him because they needed Joyce. And Joyce brings the show. So if they had to bring him to get Joyce, I guess so. But it's like, if he's going to keep disrespecting y'all, why the fuck do y'all keep bringing him back? But yeah, we move on from that one. Okay, so what happened after that? Oh, yeah, we jump to the inside again, and then we all of a sudden we see Shamar is still trying to pick a fight with D. Scott. Like, Shamar's just looking at D Scott talking about some, do you want to fight? Do you want to fight? Do you want to fight? And D Scott is like, I'm not trying to fight you, which, you know, he can't do that because he knows he's going to get called out if he does. And then all of a sudden, we just hear this deep-ass voice talking about some, because Shamar is like, do you want to fight? Do you want to fight? We hear this deep-ass voice from nowhere. I'm like, he wasn't even on camera. It's BB talking about some. He thought that Shamar was talking to him. I was like, BB, why would Shamar be talking to you? Y'all just met. Like, why would Shamar want to fight you? Like, you literally just saw him and D Scott going back and forth. Him and D Scott are arguing. So why did you think, talking about some, his eye was looking over here? Well, yeah, we know Shamar has a very interesting look to him, and the eyes are no different. So why would he be talking to you? Like, did you just want to make a scene? Or because you just like Chris? That's what some shit that Crystal be doing. Crystal like making a scene. Like, BB, you and Crystal just sit there and look cute because I do like y'all together. Y'all just sit there and be unproblematic and don't jump into the mess, okay? Anyways, so. Oh yeah, I think I skipped something. We get like a little argument scene between Shaba and D Scott. Now, Shaba, I don't know what's going on with you, boo, but you get into it too many of the gay dudes here on Now That's TV. I don't know what you be doing behind the scenes, but a lot of the gay dudes seem like they don't like you. Cause you always getting into it. You got into it with Landon on Greek Life. You got into it with Maul at one point. Now you getting into it with D Scott. I don't know, Shaba. I don't know. But yeah, that was a little scene. I think it got deaded because like them two going back and forth, like they can't fight. Like she's a woman and he's a guy. But yeah, all of a sudden we see that. So then like, you know, they're still hanging around like in the common areas. Then all of a sudden we see Cashy come out. And he's talking to Ivory because he realized when he was fighting Mac that Ivory was hitting him in the back of the head with a pool ball. And then he came up and said, Ivory, why did you hit me with a pool ball? Why did you hit me with a pool ball? You know, of course, Ivory gonna I forgot what she said, but it was some bullshit. Like, Ivory, you shouldn't have put your hands on him at all. You shouldn't have been throwing anything at him because it's between two men. I know you want to think that you a nigga sometimes, Ivory, but you're still a female, okay? But yeah, so all of a sudden that happens. And all of a sudden we see Jazz. Now, if y'all don't know, Jazz is Ivory's big sister. Jazz, this whole entire episode kept pissing me off because she just kept like inserting herself in some shit. Like, this is between Ivory. This is not between you. Okay, I understand you try to defend your sister, but you constantly like inserting yourself into Cashy and Ivory shit. Like, stop. So yeah, like, and then they were going back and forth. Like, Cashy cannot put his hands on them, so Zoe has to step in, and then they're trying to calm the situation down, and Jazz just will not shut the fuck up. Like, this whole episode, I'm like, Jazz, shut up. Like, shut up. Like, she just wanted to be seen so fucking bad. But yeah, so I don't know what happened right there, and then all of a sudden, this is when Joyce came in? I think this is when Joyce came in. No, that's not when Joyce came in. This is when the Zoe and the rest of the production was trying to get Jazz to calm down, and they was threatening, like, they saying, if you don't want to be here, just leave. And she kept telling them, send me home. I don't care. I don't need that check. Yes, you do. Stop lying. Yeah, so yeah, that's what happened. So Joyce ain't coming just yet. So yeah, oh yeah, and this whole time, like, Maul is trying to get everyone to calm down. I like Maul, but Maul was kind of irritating me just a little bit in this episode. I understand that he just says, you know, let's not just be like, we're all fighting everything. You guys just calm down. Like, calm down is like, Maul, you know, again, like I said at the beginning of the video, you know what network you're on. So I don't understand why y'all think y'all can get these people to act somewhat cordial. Because y'all be getting the most bottom of the barrel ass people and putting them on a show thinking that they going to come here acting accordingly. No. And this is people that's been on Now That's TV how many times doing the same shit. So what makes you think this show gonna be any different? But yeah, anyway, we move on from that one. So after that, we get, oh yeah, they had this cute moment where they're asking everybody, you know, how did y'all meet and everything like that. And I think I remember Shamar and Alma gave this bullshit answer of how they fucking met. I'm like, just say that y'all here for business. That's not no fucking real relationship. Oh yeah, Chinks and Jay Galore saying that they're going 10 days strong. That's not no fucking relationship. And I'm say it once, I said it twice, and I'll say it again. Y'all are not in a relationship. Y'all just fucking. That's basically what it is. You do Orn, she does OnlyFans. Y'all just came together and y'all said, you know what, let's make a movie. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, so after that, like, they're going around the room asking people, you know, how did y'all met? We see the last couple to come in, and it's Kilo Sway and Becca. Now, for those that y'all don't know, Kilo Sway is one of the, like, I think he's like second in command. I know he's not the CEO of Now That's TV, but he's like one of the second in command bosses. Like, he's like, if they can't get to Tilo, they go to Kilo. And so he's there, and then we have Becca, who originally she was on Zodiac House, and she was just on this last season of Deja Vu. So they come in their couple, and I thought this was one of the fake couples, and I'm like, have we ever seen like a boss or something, like a CEO become a cast member like this? Because it's like, why are you becoming a cast member? That's like you taking a step down, right? Because usually you're the boss that they have to go to. Now you on the show being a cast member in the mess. But yeah, anything about that. So they say how Becca and Kilo Sway met. So Kilo Sway, like I said, she came on season 3 of Zodiac House. And he says that people thought that he got with her while she was on Zodiac House. He said no, he got with her afterwards, which I guess the heart wants what it wants. But Becca, because Becca, you beautiful, honey. That body is bad. I'm like, but Becca, like, how you and him, like, get that money, honey. I guess so. It's just, I'm trying not to be so mean, y'all, but it's just like when I saw that they were a couple, I'm like, yeah, that's all I got for Becca and Kilo Sway. Yeah, so they and everyone else is kind of like confused. They'd be like, do y'all really like each other, or y'all just together just because? But yeah, I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. Moving on from that one, y'all, because I'm about to get sick talking about Kilo Sway and Becca's, you know what. But yeah, so yeah, they got in there. Kilo Sway saying, yes, I'm here, but still, he breaks it down. He says, because they talk about how they were using weapons because Jazz had threw a drink at one point on Cash, and he threw one right back to her. And then I think they tried to throw something else. So they were using pool balls and all that kind of stuff. That's the main thing why Cash was mad, because he was using, so he got a weapon thrown at him. But it's like, Cash, you picked up a stick and hit Mac with it. I understand Mac picked it up first, but Mac didn't touch you with it. So it's like, you know? So Kilo says, the whole like weapons and all that kind of stuff, we're not doing that. Oh, and actually Zoe actually came out and said that if y'all use weapons, or if you guys throw any drinks and it gets on any camera or anything like that, they said you are not getting paid. I like that. Like, threaten to not pay these motherfuckers. That, so maybe they'll finally get their asses in line. They said if anybody uses any weapons to fight people, they will not get paid. I don't know how much they get. These people are getting paid now, but I heard like the new people that come on the show, they get like $1,500. I don't know what the fuck you can do with $1,500, but basically any kind of pay. They said if you use any weapons or throw anything, you are not getting paid. And they were standing on this shit. They said that on camera. I think it's the first time they've said something like this. I could be wrong. I think on South Street Bad they did that, but I think it's the first show where they said if you do this, you're not going to get paid. So I like that they're doing that. So then all of a sudden we see Ant, and he's like talking to Landon, because Landon's across the room. Like I said, this whole like episode, like Landon and Ant, like throughout since from episode 1, like they've had like this awkward tension, and neither one of them was like acknowledging each other. So they finally acknowledge each other. So they're going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. They just spewing stuff at each other. And what Landon's issue was, he explained in the confessional, he says that when Landon and Ant, they did a show called Bad Blood, it's kind of like the conversation like you guys saw on the Zeus Network. That's how it was. This was like 2 years ago, I want to say. I think it was like 2 years ago. I could be wrong. Someone correct me in the comments. So Ant at the time was like calling Landon out his name, using all those slurs, those homophobic slurs and all this kind of stuff towards him, just for him and Maul to have this secret in the closet relationship. And now Ant is like trying to like make it seem like he's in a relationship with Shaba. And then that's Landon's problem with Ant, that Ant like said all this stuff about him, was spewing all this stuff to him, but it's like you're bashing him for liking dudes when you are the same one, you know? So I don't blame Landon for being upset. And then, you know, over the course of time, that's going to keep spewing out. And of course, Landon keeps throwing back in Ant's face, you and Maul were in this secret relationship, and Maul was embarrassed to come out when he was with you. Now Maul is actually out and gay, and he's here with the relationship with a guy that he actually really truly likes, which is D. Scott, and you're on the show too, and that must hurt you inside. I feel like it does kind of hurt Ant inside that Maul sorry, I got something in my throat, y'all. I'm not coughing that situation. That Maul came out with somebody else that wasn't you. And then Ant calls himself like exposing and all this kind of shit. Like he did a while back. He was exposing all this stuff with him and Maul. It's like, I hate when y'all do that. I hate when y'all want to go and expose when y'all get mad at a nigga. But yeah, anyway, we move on from that. But apparently they say that Landon and Ant can't fight. So I'm trying to figure out, like, how the fuck is, like, y'all gonna let them fight, but y'all let Mac and Cassie fight so many rounds. I don't understand what's going on with this. But yeah, all of a sudden, again, something happened. Like, they're going back and forth. Something happened. I think Jazz called out Cassie, I think. Again, Jazz, like, what the, huh? Like, you can't put your hands on Cassie. You're a woman. You are a woman. He is a man. Like, leave it alone. And then, like, I know that they're going back and forth, and the whole time I'm thinking, like, Jazz, like, shut the fuck up. Like, why are you talking? And then all of a sudden, like, Joyce gets up. Joyce, you cannot put your hands on Jazz at all. So Joyce is like, well, if Cassie can't get her, I'm gonna get her. But Joyce, you can't put your hands on Jazz either. So I just saw that they going back and forth. And then, like, they separate Jazz from the rest of them, and Jazz is, like, going off and getting mad, talking about something, why can't he come and fight? It's like, who's gonna fight Cassie? You? Because I know y'all finna sick Mac on him one more time, because Mac is gonna get beat up again. So anyway, so all of a sudden we jump to a scene because Mac is upset that they won't let him through, and that Cassie's in there yelling at the females. So Mac is like, they're like, production and everything, and security is like trying to calm him down and everything like that. All of a sudden we just see Cassie run, and he like goes to wherever he was at, and he's able to go and sneak. I don't know how he was able to sneak him, his tall fucking ass, but he was able to sneak Mac while he was sitting on the couch, and he got Mac, and then they got split up, and Mac is mad. He's like, how do you guys have all these security and you be letting this 6-foot ass nigga come and sneak me? I don't blame Mac. You know what? That's why I said, Mac, does production, did you do something to somebody in production or security? Because they just keep letting you get attacked, bro. I don't know what you did, Mac, but please make it right. Because why do you keep getting attacked? I don't know how they keep letting this Cassie come and just run up on you. And I don't know. They say that they're sending them home, which we know that's a lie, because if you saw the trailer, Cassie and Joyce are still there. They even there when Tasha K shows up. But yeah, I think, nope, that's not how it ends. Yeah, so yeah, Mac is like, this man, if y'all don't get me away from it and all that kind of stuff. Mac is just mad. And again, I understand him and all that kind of stuff. And I think that's where the episode ends. So it just ended with Mac just going off and them trying to calm Mac down for the, I don't know how many times. And Mac says, if he stays in here, I'm going to him, basically. So the episode ends right there. So what I saw next week, I don't know whose stuff that was. Joyce runs up on Jazz, like runs up and just trucks her on the ground, which I don't like. And then also Joyce is grabbing somebody's stuff. I don't know whose stuff she grabbed. It was like Bad Girls Club style. She was like in somebody's stuff and pouring it all on the ground. I hope it's Ivory's, because I want to see Ivory go off so bad. But yeah, we see Ivory trying to attack Joyce too. And did we see Landon and Ant in the trailer? No, I don't think so. I think that's what we're coming up. So we basically coming up to them doing some more fighting. Again, I don't even see no challenges yet. It's like, damn. But I'm thoroughly entertained with this season. Landon, I told you guys on my last recap on episode 1, Landon and his confessionals be killing me, okay? He be reading Ant the fuck down. He read Shamar down. He shouldn't have did that. He really does not like Ant and all that kind of stuff. And I'm actually like enjoying like the back and forth, like the mess that Cassie and Joyce bring. I just don't like Cassie. It's just something about him that I just do not like. I just don't like it. But yeah, that's what I got for you guys for this episode. I'm gonna be back next week with episode 3, so be on the lookout for that one. And is that everything? Yeah, that's everything I got for you guys. Bye.